Hey guys, Richard here. Hey, I thought I'd get out and ride the Lectric XP Trike 2. This is the new model. This is the 500 watt version. They do have two. Thought I'd get out here, show it some love. Yeah, haven't ridden it a whole lot here recently, so get out here and talk about it just a little bit. Stick around. I'm going to hop off here in just a moment and show you a couple of things that you might want to know about this great trike. Lectric says that they have captured 80% of the market when it comes to trikes, which is pretty amazing when you think about it. Trikes are getting really popular. There's a lot of different brands out there now. There's a lot of brands that are coming out with their first trike, and so a lot of companies selling them. But Lectric is saying that they've captured 80% of the market. So 80% of the trikes out there you see are going to be Lectric. So that says a little something about the company and the brand. They've kind of figured things out. I'm going to stop let's just stop right here before we get too close to that traffic. Yeah, let's just stop right here. Woo. Lizards are running everywhere. All right. So this is the 500 watt version. So the 750 watt version just went on sale. They just started pre-selling that. Looks pretty much the same, best I can tell. There's just a few things different. This one has a 13 amp hour battery. The other version has a 17.5 amp hour battery. So slightly bigger battery. This one only goes to about 14 miles an hour. The bigger one goes to 17 miles per hour. So a little difference there. So aside from having more power and slightly bigger battery, and it goes slightly faster, a lot of the components look like they're going to be about the same. So just be aware of that. And for about $300 difference. Which one would I buy? For $300, if it was within the budget, I'd opt for the 750 watt version, just because you're going to get a little bit more power, and they do allow you to go just a little bit faster. I think that's kind of important. A lot of trikes these days will go about 20 miles an hour or so, and so they're just under that, which is fine. But I would opt for the bigger one than over the 500 watt. Let's see. One of the things I like about this new style here too, they changed the frame style just a little bit. And if you notice where the seat post is, where it goes into the frame right there, that's pretty low off the ground. That means you can drop this seat post pretty low. So someone who is like really short will be able to ride this. And I'm 6'1", and you can see that I've raised it up quite a ways. And I can comfortably ride it at 6'1", probably go a little taller than that, because they give you a really long seat post that goes down inside the frame there quite a ways. So that's pretty cool. I like that. The baskets are kind of new. I'm not sure. I like it. They're stylish. But when it comes to practicality, you probably want to have a bag or something that you put on here, to be able to haul groceries or, take stuff with you, because, it's a low profile. And since it's not very tall, you hit a bump or something, things could start to fall out. Plus, most baskets are designed this way, so you got these big holes in there anyway. So you would want something in the bottom of that anyway, or a bag to hold your contents if you're hauling something kind of small. Love the looks of it though. So much better over the original style XP Trike. Just really like the looks of it. Looks super nice. Smaller basket in the front. They still opted for the thinner tire, so this isn't a fat tire by any means. But you don't need it to be a fat tire for the type of riding that you do on a trike like this. I got a reflector up here. That's kind of neat. Something that Lectric did differently this time over the original version, they are giving people a bell now. If I remember correctly, the first version did not have a bell or a horn. So that's good, because in some places it's the law. You have to have one. So I'm glad they did that. Twisty throttle on the right, which is what I prefer. You do have locking parking brakes on both sides over here, parking brakes. You do have nice little button pad there. I like the display, although some people are going to find it a little confusing, because instead of 1 through 5, you have, you got, let's start down at the bottom. You have off, which is fine, but then you have eco mode, tour mode, sport plus mode, and then turbo. I don't know. It's different. Just different. I mean, it's still, yeah, I'm not going to pretend. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. Put these mirrors on myself. These are aftermarket mirrors. Of course, I have my aftermarket cell phone holder right here, so you don't get that with the package. But looks nice, and it rides nice. The seat is okay. Pretty typical electric seat. Pretty typical seat for Most e-trikes, you know, they come out with something with a backrest. You know, the backrest is okay, but it sits so close. If you're a skinny person, great, no problem. It's going to work for you well. Most of us that are, you know, upper in age, you know, we're round in the middle, and you're going to find that this is just in your way because you're going to feel like you're only sitting on about this much of the seat because this is pushing on you and keeps you forward. So if that's the case for you, be prepared to go ahead and buy a different seat, maybe even something without the backrest. So just be aware of that. I like that, you know, this is a folding bike. It's easy to fold. They got the latch right down here that you can fold the handlebars down real easy, so you can get a really low profile, slip this in the back of an SUV or something fairly easily. So yeah, pretty nice there too. Let's just hit the throttle and see what happens here. I'm gonna hit the throttle only, no pedaling. We're jumping on up there pretty quick. There's 10 miles an hour. I'm gonna have to slow down though, because I was always told not to play in traffic. Let's turn around here. Oh, that's what happened. I accidentally had my parking brake slightly engaged and it wouldn't go. There we go. Yeah, so full throttle. There's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And there's our top speed of 14. So, you know, it gets up there fairly quickly. It doesn't feel like it's out of control or anything. It just allows you to kind of get up and get going if you want to. I love the fact that they have a learning mode. So, you know, if you're really uncertain about riding a trike and you're concerned about that, when you first get it, it's going to be in that learning mode. And by doing that, it's going to keep the trike at a really slow pace. You won't be able to go very fast, very controlled on the throttle, very controlled on the pedal assist. And it's going to allow you time to get comfortable with it and familiar with it. So I love that about it. You know, I love that they did that. And then once you're comfortable with it, you can go into the settings and then change that and put it in just standard mode, or I'm not sure what it was called, but just take it off the that learning or beginner mode, I guess it's called. And then it's going to allow you to ride to its full capability. So that's good. Another thing, I was a little surprised that Lectric did this, but it's still a single speed, just like the original trike. It's a single speed, so you don't have any gears over here to shift, which a lot of people will enjoy that, because when you're trying to shift your mechanical gears over here and then you have your electronic gears it gets confusing. I understand that. So they simplified it by giving you just a single speed trike that you can control the speeds and everything by using your electronic gears and changing, you know, from turbo to, you know, eco mode or something in between. The pedal feels good. You know, I can feel just a very slight resistance, kinda. I think it's that proprietary sensor that they use in here, so you don't have the full effect of being able to, you know, ride a bike and feel the resistance under your pedal where you're getting a lot of exercise. That's not how this version is designed. So I can pretty much freely spin the pedals with no resistance at all, and as long as I'm turning the pedals, you know, the bike's going to get up and go. So, in fact, I can slow down my cadence, and now I'm just pedaling really super slow, and the bike is still kind of moving along. See there, we're still going 14 miles an hour, even though I'm going really slow, because I don't have to keep up with it. I don't have that resistance. We're just ghost pedaling is what it's called. So if you're someone who, you know, doesn't have the strength in your legs anymore, and you just want to be able to, you know, get a very good quality trike that's going to allow you to get out and ride and enjoy life, and this is probably it. This is probably it, because it takes no effort at all. And even if you don't want to pedal, I mean, you can pedal like I'm doing just to keep your legs moving, giving you a little bit of exercise, but mostly it's just giving you a chance to keep those legs moving. But if not, if you can't do that or don't want to do that and you just want to sit around and cruise, then stop pedaling and use the throttle over here. Use that throttle and just cruise around. Super nice trike. Well built, good quality components. Just can't say enough good things about Lectric. So guys, that's going to be it for this one. We're going to wrap it up right here. So give me a like, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, follow the link down below. I'm going to see you in another video real soon. Ride responsibly, ride safe.